And now, Mike's thoughts. I normally don't like to get into the NBA because this is an NFL show. However, we have to talk about Ja Morant. We have to talk about how irresponsible this young man is being. I don't want to use the word stupid because, it's, I don't know. It's not stupid, but it is stupid all at the same time, right? But Ja Morant has been caught flashing a gun for the second time on IG in 4 months. Now, having a gun is not illegal. Flashing a gun is not illegal. I'm sure he has a permit. You would hope so, right? I'm sure he's not going around gangbanging, right? I hope so. But he is hanging around people that need to check him. My uncle once told me long ago, excuse me, if I ever make it big, right? Make that money, you always have people around you to, quote, take the fall. You have people basically not to do the dirty deed, right? But to protect you, to carry the gun, to if a situation escalates, gets you out of Dodge, right? That is what Ja Morant needs right now. He needs somebody to get him out of Dodge. He needs somebody to separate him from the old friends and align himself with people that are like future bound, right? Align yourself with people that are just like, hey man, you are doing the wrong thing. I don't want to get into a political battle. Guns are bad. I don't want to talk about NBA either. But this goes for all people in general. When you are out there flashing a firearm, when you're out there portraying a gangster, right? When you are out there doing hood rat things are going to happen to you. Let me repeat that. When you are acting like hood rat things are going to do something to you. So Ja Morant, I know you're not listening to us because you're out there gangbanging, right? My man, just get new people around you. Drop the old friends, drop the NBA young boy, drop that gangster persona. Because let's just be honest. You can beat up a high school kid, 17 years old with like a pistol and 2-on-1, right? But if somebody really steps up to you, are you going to be able to handle that one-on-one? Probably not. So let's just worry about playing basketball. Let's worry about teaching our youth about, hey, let's get out of the ghetto, right? Because that's what everybody aspires to do, is to get out of the ghetto. And you don't want to go back into the ghetto. What is that all about? Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Starts like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckasha here with the Man Hour Show, the head of manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page and check out the blog section as well. New blogs are always dropping over there. And of course, we have got to reload some of the old blogs from the old website and bring them over. So my man Wayne G is about to have a lot of blogs dropping. And this guy puts in a lot of work, and he puts in greatness out there. So if you guys want some good blog reads, head over there right now. and we got some old ones getting ready to pop back up here. But guys, it is Monday edition, and that means one thing and one thing only. Way or No Way is back here on this Monday edition. We're going to talk a little about Breece Hall, epic comeback to week 1. That is the running back for the New York Football Jets. Michael Thomas going to catch 100 balls again this year, or not. Micha Parsons, strictly a pass rusher? And guess what, guys? Bryce Young has been listed as QB number 2. Behind the greatness of Andy Dalton. Is that going to last? Is that going to last? We will see. We will see. We will see. But if you guys have not done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe to whatever platform you are listening to us on. And also hit that share button as well. Share us on Twitter. Share us on Facebook. Sharing is caring. Hit that share button. Text it to your mama. Mamas love me for some reason. Mamas love me, especially Nana. If you guys don't know who Nana is, that is Wyatt's grandma, which now I'm an adopted grandson because I am the favorite. But guys, my man Wyatt Williams makes his TV debut today with the Wisconsin news station at 10 p.m. Channel 9 up there in Wisconsin. My man Wyatt Williams has officially made it, guys, and he does his debut tonight, and super proud of that kid. I've known him since he was a young lad, a freshman in high school, and bada bing, bada boom, now he's making big boy money, doing big boy things. I couldn't be more proud to him. I got the app downloaded on my phone. I'll be streaming it, checking it out, and I hope you guys do the same. Give a old timer of Man Hour here, my man Wyatt, a little bit of love. Wyatt's been doing good things here. But guys, we got to get into a question that has been kind of looming around the old interwebs here for a few days here. And the question is, what quarterback has the most to prove this season? That's right. So there have been some big contracts out there that have been signed, and some that are kind of extended, like, hey, prove it to me now type of thing, right? But when we break it down, when I was thinking in my head, what quarterbacks have the most to prove, right off the top of my head, it was boom, Lamar Jackson, right? Lamar Jackson has to prove it this season because he just signed, what was it, a 4-year, $260 million deal with a no trade clause. But then I'm out to thinking, well, does Lamar Jackson really have to prove anything? I mean, he has a no trade clause, has a 4-year contract. Obviously, the Ravens like the product that he's putting out on the field. He's getting them to the playoffs when he's healthy. Like, so does he really have something to prove? Probably not. Then we go one step further. Let's travel to the NFC North there. In Wisconsin, Lambeau Field, in Green Bay, Wisconsin, the Green Bay Packers' Jordan Love. Got to thinking, well, Jordan Love's got to prove it this year, right? They didn't pick up his 5th-year option. Oh, no, they signed a 1-year extension for him, so he has 2 years to prove it still, right? So does Jordan Love have to, prove it this season? I mean, he has to play well, I think. But to prove that he's a top 10 quarterback in the league or whatever, does he really have to prove it? I don't think so. Then let's travel down south to the biggest state in the world that everybody thinks it is. It's not. It's Alaska. But everything's bigger than Texas, and that is the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. He has a 4-year, $160 million deal with 2 years left on his deal with the no trade clause as well. Does he have to prove it this season? New offensive coordinator, Mike McCarthy taking over the play call. Zeke is gone. CeeDee Lamb says there is no ceiling on the Dallas Cowboys offense. Do they got to prove it? Does Dak Prescott have to step up like, hey, this is my team. I'm a top 5 quarterback, baby. Oh, well, no, he doesn't either. Why? Because Dak Prescott isn't that guy. He is not a guy that is going to throw the ball down the field for 8,000 yards or whatever. Yes, he was on pace for 6,000 yards the year he broke his leg, right? I get it. But what Dak Prescott is great at, game management. Nickel and diming down the field. We're really not making dumb mistakes. When he is forced to push the ball down the field, that is when dumb mistakes happen. But when he's able to hand the ball off, let Tony Pollard, let Deuce Vaughn eat. He can nickel and dime it down the field with a couple of long balls here. Dak Prescott will just be just fine. So he has nothing to really to prove this year. Then let's go back up north. Minnesota to be exact. Purple and gold. My man Kirk Cousins. No primetime Kirk Cousins. Does he have to prove it this season? Well, he just signed a 3-year deal, $84 million. Not a free agent until 2027 now, or I should say extension. Has a no-trade clause. When he plays at 1 p.m., he is an MVP candidate. Does he have anything to prove? No. I think as long as he keeps doing Kirk Cousins things, they'll be just fine. They'll be just happy. I feel like the Minnesota Vikings really have no Super Bowl aspirations the last couple seasons. They are happy of just like being kings of the North, I think. So as long as Kirk Cousins is the king of the North, like he will be the king of the North again. I think the Vikings will win the North again. So I guess that's him proving it, but he doesn't have anything really to prove beyond that because everybody thinks he is kind of just a blah quarterback anyways. So if he keeps doing blah things, he'll be perfectly fine. But then, go to another quarterback. This quarterback signed a 4-year, $160 million deal this off season. He was the first domino to fall this season, signing that big deal. And when this contract came out, 40 years, $160 million, people were like, what in the world? I was saying the same thing. What, this guy's worth 4 years, $160 million? All he does is hand the ball off and trip over the line. You guys know exactly who I'm talking about. That is Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is a free agent in 2027. Like I said, he just signed that four-year deal. And I think this is the quarterback that has to prove it the most. This quarterback has the most to prove this NFL season. Because right now, Saquon Barkley is not a part of the New York Football Giants. Right now, they got a rookie tailback. They have a receiver core that's kind of like, right? Now, Daniel Jones had a great season last year. Saquon Barkley finally was healthy, played a full season, and that took a big load off of him. But now it's time to prove it. Now it is time to say, hey, this is my team. I am worth that $160 million. I am the guy in New York. I don't need Saquon, but I would like to have him, but I don't need him. Guys, Daniel Jones has the most pressure on him in this 2023 NFL season. Daniel Jones has to put up or shut up right now this NFL season. He has to make the playoffs. They have to win a playoff game. Hell, they have to be in arm's reach of winning the NFC East. Not for sure what happened right there, but all of a sudden my camera's all messed up. I don't know. Guys, let me know if I'm still live or not, because my computer decided to do a little ding thing, and I'm not for sure what exactly happened. But anyways, Daniel Jones has to prove it this season. He has to be within arm's reach of winning the AFC East. They have to make the playoffs. Hell, I'm going to go as far as say they have to win a playoff game this season. Because if that doesn't happen, your 4-year, $160 million deal makes you look kind of like a scab at some point, right? Makes you look like what in the world did we do? We paid this guy and Saquon Barkley's not here. What? Daniel Jones. My man, it is time for you to prove it. It is time for you to put up or shut up. That was weird. Time for you to put up or shut up, right? No. Anyways, guys. NFL schedule has officially been released. Over the next few days here, this Tuesday through Friday this week, we'll break it down all the NFC divisions. The NFC North, NFC East, NFC South, NFC West. I'll give you all the teams' records, give you all the wins, losses, and who will be making the playoffs from the NFC. And then next week, we'll do the AFC South. Start with the AFC North, go to East, South, and West. And then Friday, next Friday, not this coming Friday, but the next Friday, we will be giving you guys the playoffs, who wins, and who is the Super Bowl champions right here on Man Hour. Obviously, things might change from when we move forward, right? But this is the way too early. Just going through OTAs, post-draft, preseason, barring no injuries, right? We will see what happens moving forward. And then we'll do it all again sometime in August or early September. Because I believe kickoff is September 7th, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we'll probably do it mid-August. And that'll be the official one. But this week, we got to break it down. We got to get excited. And NFL does not like the San Francisco 49ers for whatever reason. 2 back-to-back Sunday, Thursday games? What's that all about? I guess we're glad they have 4 quarterbacks on the roster right now, right? Be happy they got 4 quarterbacks. But guys, it is time to get into some way or no way. It is that special time. That special time. If you guys don't know what way or no ways is, it is very, very simple. We put out a statement there on the old interwebs, and I tell you if I think it's a way or if it's a no way, if it is a correct or they're reaching a little bit, right? Like, no, that's not going to happen. But yeah, that's a good idea, right? It's pretty easy. Way or no way, guys. Play along in the chat here if you want. We do love the interaction. This is a live interactive show. I do see all the live comments, and I try to pick out some of the ones that are going to make a good conversation piece and post them up there on the screen. So, guys, sharing is caring. Share this live feed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But it's time to get into some way or no way. And the first way or no way of the night, Saints GM Mickey Loomis says that Michael Thomas will have another 100-yard or a 100-catch season under him this season. Okay. If you guys don't know, the last 3 seasons, Michael Thomas has 40 catches. That's not 40 a season. That's 40 total. Yes, he has been suspended for fighting with the coach and some safeties, right? He's been hurt with the hamstring injuries. Obviously, last season, they had a big quarterback issue, right? But back in 2019, Michael Thomas did set the all-time catch record in the NFL with 149 catches. Since then, in 2020, he had 40 catches. 2021, he didn't play at all. He didn't get any catches. And last season, he had 16 catches. So people are thinking, well, it was just a one-off, right? No, guys, Michael Thomas was that dude. From 2017, 104 catches. 2018, 125 catches. And then the 149 catches. He was that dude. Him and Drew Brees were like 2 peas in a pod. They were loving life. But there are a little bit of underliers there. Since 2017, since his rookie season, basically, every year, Michael Thomas's catch per average rate has gone down 0.5 yards. Well, but it just happens, right? The more catches you get, yeah, right, okay. Or it's the simple fact that he's just losing a step. The simple fact is 0.5 yards a season doesn't sound like a lot, but when you add it up to 6, 7, 8 years, that's 5, 6, 7 yards, right? You go from a 12-yard average to a 9-yard average. It doesn't look so impressive there, does it? Also, Michael Thomas is 30 years old going on this year. My man will be 30 years old. So, way or no way, Michael Thomas will catch 100 balls this season from Derek freaking Carr. This is tough. Because obviously, when Michael Thomas is healthy, he was/is the most prolific receiver in the NFL. He is the number one receiver in the NFL if he is healthy or not fighting people. So, what kind of motivation do I think the last 3 seasons he's just been injured and just, and now he's finally healthy? He's older, 30 years old. He's been having this lingering hamstring for 4 seasons, it seems like. I'm going to go with no way. I do not think Michael Thomas has a 100-catch season. I do not think that Michael Thomas will even be the number one receiver on the Saints this season. I do not think that Michael Thomas will even play a full 17-game season. Now, I don't wish ill will on anybody. I don't wish injury on anybody. The Saints could definitely use Michael Thomas. But this could be a blessing in disguise for him moving forward. This could be a blessing in disguise for Michael Thomas moving forward. Let's say he does play all 17-game seasons. Let's say he does only get like 60, 70 catches this season. He's probably going to go hit the free agent market. Now, say he gets 60 catches. That'll be 100 total catches the last 4 seasons. Doesn't really jump off the paper at you, does it? Michael Thomas will be a free agent, 31 years old. Maybe not really highly sought after, but that is just what some of those receivers need. They need a reality check, and then they need to land on a good team like these Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Needs a good offense, needs a good quarterback, needs a good core around them. Just think about this, guys. 31-year-old Michael Thomas goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. Arguably the greatest receiver when healthy. You add that to the Kansas City Chiefs, look out, baby. Sky Moore's play just increased. Travis Kelce's play just increased. MVS play just increased. So as a Chiefs fan, I hope Michael Thomas has a bad season. I hope the Saints let him walk or trade him or do whatever. There'll be people out there that want him. There will be people out there that want Michael Thomas. Have a bad season, man. Don't catch those 100 balls. Don't catch those balls. Moving on. Jets GM Joe Douglas is hopeful that Breece Hall will make a return for week 1 of this NFL season. Bryce Hall, guys, last year was on pace to basically be the rookie of the year. At least the offensive rookie of the year. He had 80 carries for 463 yards, 5.8 average, and man, when he got the ball, he was just wow, right? He was doing good things for the New York Football Jets. But then he tore his ACL in April. And that basically derailed everything. And then the Jets traded for a Carolina Panthers running back, I do believe. I don't remember his name. I should have probably looked that up. But this is all about Breece Hall. So way or no way, Breece Hall has to be great for the New York Football Giants this season for the Jets to be successful. Did I say Giants? I meant Jets. Breece Hall has to have a great season for the Jets to be successful. Right off the bat, there is no debate. This is a no way. Not because Breece Hall is a bad running back. Not because Breece Hall isn't going to get the ball. Not because Breece Hall won't be healthy. It's because the Jets are going to totally change what they've been doing the last couple of seasons. The Jets are going to change from a pound the ball down your throat, look at me, stop me if you can offense to, hey, let's throw the ball 60 times a game. There's a reason why they brought Aaron Rodgers in. Not because he is the greatest quarterback of all time, which he was, which he ultimately will be, but he's taken a couple steps back. Not because Breece Hall won't be healthy. I don't care if Breece Hall is 80%. He's still one of the better running backs in the league. Breece Hall doesn't need to be healthy because he will not be getting the ball. He'll be lucky to get the 80 balls total all NFL season, not the first month and a half of the season. He'll be lucky to break 100 carries because the Jets are going to be passing the ball all over the field. They're going to throw the ball at Allen Lazard. They're going to throw it to Mims and Randall Cobb, and they're going to try to be that high-flying offense, and it's going to backstab the Jets. The Jets have been built to basically be the 49ers. Run the ball, pass it when needed. And now all of a sudden they want to change their MO totally. A brand new offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett. A brand new quarterback, brand new receiver core. Let's use all those weapons. Let's play with the shiny new toys, right? Don't forget about your old toys. Don't forget about the old toys like Breece Hall. Granted, he is a second-year player. But don't forget about him, Jets. They will, but don't. Don't forget about him, and world will be great again. Moving on. Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn says, and I quote, Micha Parsons will be a pass rushing linebacker. Okay. Third-year player Micha Parsons has been a force to be reckoned with. Let's just be honest. Rookie season, 13 sacks. Last season, 13.5 sacks. Rookie season 2021, 84 tackles, and last season had 65 tackles total. Totally combined. So obviously, Micha Parsons is getting after the quarterback the last two seasons. Dan Quinn, why did you have to say that? I think we know what is happening in Dallas with the Micha Parsons. So way or no way, Micha Parsons has to be a pass rushing linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys defense to be successful. Way. Is there even a question about it? I mean, 26 and a half sacks the last two seasons from a linebacker. Very, very talented. Very, very good. Just let him go in there and eat. Hell, I'd even put his ass at defensive end. Yes, I know he is one of the fastest players on the defense, probably. I don't know his 40 by any means, but we know he has some speed. We know that he can do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But as a wise man once said, why be a jack of all trades and a master of none when you can do one thing freaking amazing? Maybe, just maybe, Dan Quinn needs to explore the idea of just making him a defensive end. How does that sound, Cowboys fans? Would you like Micha Parsons just to line up, put his foot in the ground and go get the quarterback every play? Don't worry about your coverage. Don't worry about covering a tight end or a running back out of the backfield. Just go get the quarterback. TJ Watt did a good job at it. Bosa boys do a good job at it. Just let him do that. Let the man eat. But Dallas Cowboys defense is going to be good. Dan Quinn has been a really good defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. He was really good for the Seattle Seahawks. Wasn't a very good head coach. Some people just aren't meant to be a head coach, right? But but damn, he's a really good defensive coordinator. And Dan Quinn, we trust. That's what the Cowboys fans say, right? That is what they say. Number 1 overall pick, Bryce Young, has been officially listed as number 2 on the depth chart behind the great Andy Dalton, Mr. Red Ranger himself. So way or no way, Bryce Young will be the number 2 quarterback the whole season for the Carolina Panthers. There's a reason why, guys, the Carolina Panthers brought in a quarterback like Andy Dalton. There's a reason why they let Sam Darnold go, Baker Mayfield go, P.J. Walker go. They have a whole brand new quarterback room. Andy Dalton's 37, 38 years old. He has experience in the NFL. He has been to the playoffs many, many times with the Cincinnati Bengals. There is a reason why he's listed as QB1. It is to take pressure off of Bryce Young. Now, I am thinking that the Carolina Panthers have a very good chance of winning the NFC South this season. However, winning the South this season doesn't really guarantee you a Super Bowl run or even a playoff win, right? The South is very, very weak right now. So with all that being said, let's take a playbook out of the Miami Dolphins. When they had Ryan Fitzpatrick and they drafted Tua. Obviously, everybody thought, oh, Tua's going to start over Fitzpatrick, right? But Brian Flores and the Miami Dolphins had a plan. They're like, we're not going to do much this season. Let's just be honest. We could probably start Tua and be a 7-8 win team, but we don't want that. We don't want to be mediocre. We either want to be really good or really, 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 really bad. So they start the quarterback in Fitzpatrick, thinking they're going to be really, really bad. They start off 4-0 that season, 3-0. Fitz magic was a thing, right? But the writing was on the wall. They had a play written on the wall. The play was bye week, Tua gets inserted as QB1. After bye week, bada boom, bada boom, he is our guy. No matter what. Brian Flores stuck to it, and obviously it's working out pretty well for them now. Granted, Flores isn't the coach, and things have happened, bada bing, bada boom, but whatever, right? But Carolina Panthers, right now, I think they have that plan. I think the Carolina Panthers have that plan and say, hey, we could be a 7-8, 9-win team, but that doesn't get us to our ultimate goal. Now, I'm not saying we're tanking this season, but we're going to bring on Bryce Young slowly. We're going to circle the bye week there, and that is when we're going to insert Bryce Young into the starting lineup. That will give him 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks to really grasp the NFL game, really grasp the playbook, learn from a veteran like Andy Dalton, maybe grow 6 inches. Probably not, but whatever. If the Carolina Panthers are smart, that is what they'll do. So will Breece Hall start this season? Yes, he will. He will ultimately be a starter and probably pretty good in Carolina. But it will be after the bye week. They have a plan in place. Andy Dalton starter from week 1 till bye week, whenever it is. I don't know when their bye week is. Let's say week 11. Insert week 12, Bryce Young. Bada bing, bada boom. Let the kid get his feet wet. So Carolina Panthers fans, you can write off this season. You can ride it off. You guys have an opportunity to win the South, and hell, you might even win the South with Andy Dalton and then inserting Bryce Young. But you're not a Super Bowl team right now. Give it a year, 2 years, then you might be there. But hopefully, for all you Carolina fans out there, the coaching staff, the general manager, the ownership, the players are all on the same page. This is our plan, and this is what we're going to do. That will lead to success in Carolina. So yes, way, Bryce Young will start ultimately sometime this season. Week 1, no. It's just not it. Just not it. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's show here. Man Hour Monday here, Monday edition of manhourradio.com. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done it already. Show. We'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday. Overreaction Tuesday is back, guys. It is time to overreact. And then we're going to break down the NFC West. Give you all the wins, give you all the losses, and who wins the division ultimately tomorrow on Man Hour. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.